my wife beater here.
All right, this is gonna
Oh,
be unprofessional, but I'm just gonna have to hit record right now because we got
well, you always just
shoulders,
edit out
we got
later. Yeah,
shoulders,
you
beard, and
shoulders.
guitar. There's no way this is not gonna
Uh,
catch fire,
this is for Fedor, right?
right?
That's what this is about. So it's for doing it for the legend, right?
Right.
For the fucking last emperor.
Oh, did you write a Fedor song?
No, I just been working on that 30 Seconds to Mars song for the emo kids at school.
Oh, well, can you play it while I pull up the videos?
The kill. No, but I might play it Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I'll send you the live stream if I do.
Oh, you're gonna go live. Wow. Oh my God. So I had everything already, dude. Believe me, man. But
I believe you.
fucking OBS crashes, man. But it's free too, so I guess I can't bitch. So what I need to do is I need to set up another window capture and then size it right.
Yeah.
Window.
Stupid B minor.
Oh, you suck at barcodes, huh?
No one asked for your fucking opinion, did they?
No, it's a common problem people have. You're a human being, I hear.
Yeah, and so are assholes.
You know, children are gonna watch this.
Every asshole has a human.
All right.
What is this? What are we doing here?
All right. Here we
Get your
go.
video up. Do some things. Let's see here.
All right. Oh, but I
First
gotta.
things first. Oh, where's my flamingos at? That's a much better fit. There we go. Here's
Let
some
me.
flamingos. All right. Let's see.
You wearing a flamingo hat? I can't
No,
see.
no, I didn't say flamingo hat.
I mean,
You'll see. You'll see the flamingos. Just chill. It's my
all
thing.
right.
Everyone's
Just
like,
let
"Where's
me.
your flamingo shirt?" I got a
Let,
few
let me.
flamingo things, and I got enough flamingo things. And people are like, "Where's the flamingos?" About an
Well, if that's a pretty specific. Yeah,
hour. It
man.
is.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, "Hey, it's Flamingo Friday," and then the next week they were like, "Who the fuck's your flamingos?" And then it was like a Wednesday. They were like, "Why you wear?" And then there was a Wednesday, and they were like, "Hey, why are you
Wait.
wearing flamingo? Why are you wearing flamingos on a Wednesday? It's not Friday." And I was like, "I can wear flamingos anytime." So now it's like I got to be the flamingo guy.
A heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Thank you for getting that. Yes, Christ, man, it ain't easy being cheesy, brother.
Hey, but what do you think about this, Justin, right? So I got this video, right? I mean, I don't have this video. I've totally replicated. I made like an artistic representation of the whole thing. I drew it by hand myself.
What? What?
Yeah, I drew it by hand myself. It looks exactly like the video. It's
Shut up.
just, can you see it? It's
This is
just flipped over, and then I changed the filter.
okay.
I changed the color just a little bit. So it looks like you're like on the X Files or some shit. And like,
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Make him like hot, like he's on fire. That
yeah,
makes it
like
more dynamic. That's better for my eyesight right now. You know, with the Gulf War II syndrome.
I could even make them neon and
I
well,
don't even know why I have all these lights on. They're so photosensitive.
woo 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 woo
It's
woo.
like I'm a cat and I can see at night, except I have night blindness.
Right? But you think that should make but, but
So it's like I'm Daredevil, but I don't have hypersonic hearing.
yeah, and you're not in shape.
You know, today that's two right there. I haven't said shit about you yet. And you're just like, let me get my jabs in early.
I gotta get them in early
I
because
know this.
I know it's
I
gonna be
know this
it's
ass.
gonna be five
I,
rounds. It's gonna be 5 rounds. I gotta
I
work you
know.
down.
I know this asshole's gonna hit some fucking haymakers later. He's being nice to me so far. It's a ruse. That's the problem when you get a reputation. You try to be nice to people and they think it's a fucking trick. And then they just start coming at you like, let's poke the bear. Let's see. Watch, he's faking it. Faking
Right.
it. Get him to run his mouth again. Well, that's why
Well,
we're here. That's what this is. That's what you're doing. You're just trying to poke the fucking bear for your content. You sick fuck.
well, at least you put on a shirt.
Oh, it'll come off. We got 5 rounds.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
I'll just,
Hey, I'm in America. I'll
I'll
take my
just,
damn shirt off if I please.
I'm just gonna pin it on Fedor's. Oh, look at this. There's the man. You're right.
I told you. Look up Fedor Putin connection conspiracy, and that you'll find out everything you need to know about the world. Google it. Look it up, bro. What other push button thing can I say to that? Check it out. I know people. I have sources. That's the one. You got to say you have sources if you want a good conspiracy.
Yeah. So I got a highlight reel that I totally like made myself as a tribute, and like I think we got like you got to get the Randleman Slam right. That was beautiful, even though it probably.
So are we just? Is these just still shots we're doing?
No. I got video. I got video.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what. Yeah, like was that when he murked Krokop? Oh, no, that's Arlovsky.
Yeah, I remember he did that
Oh
flying
yeah,
knee.
he like stupid like he was nervous there when you come out doing something like that.
Right? He's
Like
please,
he was he was just like
please God,
like,
please God, let this end quick.
Right, and Fedor just stood there like a stone and just dunk. Yeah. Oh, I'm not. You don't have a bench press in your living room, and no,
No.
it doesn't have laundry on it. That's what our chairs are for, because we're not wasting our time sitting around.
Oh, okay.
Except the one chair for I was sitting on.
Are you like one of those douches that has the yoga ball in the office? Actually, that's a good idea. I just wouldn't do it.
I mean, you couldn't do it. You have to have a job.
Yeah, I guess otherwise it's just sitting on a yoga ball for 8 hours.
Very much.
That's just like being committed. I mean,
that's not like an office choice. That's a lifestyle.
All right. Well, let's check this out. Okay. So I got my other window, and right cha. All right, and pin. Ooh. Okay. So I don't even remember this first fight since it's all red and shit.
This one on Fedor?
Yeah, I don't know who this first guy is.
All right, Mr. Big State University guitar instructor.
Oh, that's Heath Herring. He's whooping.
How do we improve our damn bar chords? How do I transition from an open chord to a bar chord more easily?
Well, I don't have a guitar. What you should do is like just hold it up like this, like in the air, right? And your thumb has to support behind. But bar chords is always going to take some strength, but you just don't want to get the cramp. Like
I get that cramp a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so
like
I guess
I got tennis elbow.
I think the best thing is just pretend like your hand is a capo, and your hand has to have something behind it. If it doesn't have something behind it, you're going to be using extraneous muscles because you don't have.
You're going to have a bad time, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a bass. But still, I have
so like this one, like it's like this. It's like here, it's like this, but it's like this my hand.
Yeah, think about it like that. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
but still, some songs where you, like, especially the Chili Peppers songs, like it's where.
They lie. They cheat. They play electric too. It doesn't count. This is acoustic. It's way harder.
I swear he does bar chords like so well. He just does them forever, but he just
stays on it.
Yeah, but
sometimes I just cheat.
Well, no, I guess he does.
I do that minor 7.
He does the Jimi Hendrix thing though too, where he like uses his thumb and doesn't play the 5th string. Yeah. But whatever. This is about Fedor.
But I'll cheat and I'll just do that like that 7. Like who cares?
Right.
You like what Jared Leto's gonna be like in the so how I wrote it, man. You gotta play the
Right.
bar. You gotta play the bar court, man. Quit cheating.
No,
No,
actually,
he's gonna be like, damn, I wish I looked that young.
right. I mean, well, actually,
Like,
barcodes are a little bit, not used as much anymore. They're a little bit more than you need
what?
sometimes.
What? Old school,
No, no, no. They're just a little bit more than you need.
da- dated.
You don't need to play six strings most of the time.
No, not all the time, but I feel like you should be able to. Like, I feel like that's the thing I should work on, not just give
mm,
up like you're telling me to do. It's because I'm getting cooler the better I get at this, and you feel threatened by your
yeah,
position in the world. Is that like
very,
you're like, no,
very
that's
threatened.
my guitar. Guitar's my thing. You stay out of it. I brought you here for
Right?
MMA. MMA. Why don't you just stop trying to get better? Don't worry about the bar chords. Just give up.
Just give up. It's not gonna
No one, no
happen.
one plays, no one plays them anymore anyway because the music sucks.
Well,
All right, Fedor clip.
let me see though. I got this one feature. I want to see if it works. Okay, so I should be able to do like a ride-on thing. Let me know if you see it.
Oh, like, are you doing like a Madden NFL? Oh, he is. He's doing the thing.
Madden.
Yeah, yeah. You're doing the Madden. Okay, good. Yeah, we're
Make
good.
it
We're
make it a
money.
little bit wider. Of course, this is like gonna be an audio format, so just use your imagination.
Yeah. Let me get my other stand. That'll help.
Yeah, so this is Heath
Okay.
Herring. You remember Heath Herring?
Yeah, I remember Heath Herring. He fought Brock Lesnar pretty much, and then that pretty much retired him. And from what I
Yeah.
understand, that was the era where guys shouldn't have been taking fights. Like the guys were taking fights with like injuries and like they just had no choice to
Well,
pay
I
the
don't know.
bills. Like,
Heath,
cause like that fight pretty much retired him, didn't it? Like, how much did he fight after that?
yeah, but he didn't do bad.
No,
Brock
I'm not saying
Lesnar,
in the.
Brock Lesnar
I
was
mean, I'm
killing
saying.
everybody. I mean, Heath Herring's tough as
I mean,
shit.
I think I think if he went in there injured though, then like that's what I'm talking about. Like, I think
Uh,
that's why he didn't fight it. Like, I don't think he fought again after that. I think he just took too much
well,
damage,
maybe.
and like that's kind of messed up too. Like, you take all that damage, and they're just like, bye. Now like ESPN gives him $1 billion.
Well, I was really excited for him to come to UFC, but I think the pride, because he was super. I don't know if you could still knee a down fighter. I think we would have saw a very
Well,
different.
that's
We would have saw a very different Heath Herring in the UFC. You know what I mean?
I mean, if they were
Because
fighting in
that's
the
how we stop
cage,
wrestlers. I mean,
if
Mark
if they were
Kerr,
fighting, yeah,
Mark Kerr, who else? Like anybody, if he grabbed your head, he'd need you till you like had no more brain cells. But all right, let's see if this will play. Should I slow it down? No, let's just watch it.
no, just play it, just play the video.
I mean, I
Act like we've
mean,
never seen a fight before.
it's not a video. It's a replication that I made as a tribute.
Just play the video thing. All right, look at that. He just closed that distance. He just ate that knee to do it too. And then here's the thing. I don't know if you noticed that when he
That's
came in
what.
eating that knee, Crow Cop hesitated. He started throwing that knee with intent, and then something about him just coming at him quick was just like, oh, you could see like that. He like started extending his foot, like he was switching that knee to a front kick, and Fedor just got a hold of him. Beautiful.
Yeah, this is Crow Cop,
And then
right? Oh no,
once he gets
that's Jimmy Schultz. The dude's like 7 foot tall.
so like, yeah, he didn't like finish his sprawl. He gets in, he gets those underhooks, boom, takedown right there on top. And Crow Cop just had that thing where he'd hold on to you, and
That's
he
Jimmy
was so he
Schultz.
was. Is it?
Yeah, Jimmy Schultz,
Oh,
a Dutch dude that's like 6'10" or
oh,
11.
all right, you're all right. All right. I mean, I just saw a tall white kickboxer.
But Crow Cop is on this. But no,
Yeah, of
but you're
course.
right. I
Yeah,
love this.
they
I
probably
love it.
fought very similar. Yeah.
The
Go
awesome
on.
thing about Fedor is he's got this deal like where he's just like fucking underhook, whatever. He just goes right as soon as
He gets his hooks.
he
He
gets
gets
his
his
hooks
grips.
and
He
then he
gets his
like
yeah. No.
and he
Look at
just
his
throws you.
body. His body's on his knee. His body's on his hips. He just gets that torso to torso.
Yeah.
Feels your balance.
I don't know
Twist,
if he was
turn,
that.
takedown. Let it go.
I don't know if he was actually worried about Shimmy Schmidt because he was so tall and he fought K1.
Doesn't
Like,
matter. He's gonna do this. This is what he does every time.
but well, later on in
Oh,
his
you're right. You're right. He stopped taking guys down.
Yeah, he stopped taking that guys. But the thing that made Fedor so
I don't know,
beautiful
man. Knee
is that
injuries can do that. Like
is
all kinds of stuff
yeah.
we don't know about. Like
Well,
back injuries can do that. We don't know about that. I mean, think about
yeah.
how he fights.
The way he fights, right? It's like how we envision we would look if we beat somebody's ass, but it doesn't look like that. Like it's how I would dream that I would beat somebody's ass. Bam,
That's how
bam,
he
bam.
fights. He
Yeah.
fights. He fights like a guy in a movie who looks like he really fights.
Right.
Like
Everything,
it's some.
and it doesn't
Look at
even
here.
care.
Here we go. Here we go. Look at
Just
that.
just
Boom.
total back
Down.
suplex.
Turn. He just had full control of his body though the whole time. That's how he knew. It wasn't like there was no risk there.
Well, you saw
He knew
him
he
later.
wasn't going to do nothing. Look at that leg kick.
Well, you saw him later in his career once he was going against higher level wrestlers, and it wasn't. But he was so confident
Wait,
that even if he
play it.
fell on his
What do
back, he had an awesome armbar. Like not even a
you?
guard, just guard then armbar. Like no like setup, just armbar. Like why do you need anything else? Just armbar. Nogueira. Nogueira was my hero. Yeah, I mean he's still my hero. He's still alive, but
Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Beautiful, beautiful takedown. He just didn't give a crap about his. He's like, oh no, get her so dangerous. Okay, okay, we'll get in there. We'll play with that. We're
right.
playing. What are you
But
doing?
the whole time you don't know whether he's taking you down or taking your head off. It's just and
Look at that!
Nogueira
Boom.
no,
Well, that's the thing. Like he doesn't
Nogueira's no
care. He doesn't
slouch.
care. No. Oh,
And it doesn't have to be pretty,
he's
but
like,
he shakes you every
ooh,
time he touches you. He shakes you. Gary Goodridge. Gary Goodridge was like, he's kind of a layman. He fought everybody, but he
yeah.
just makes he
I
just
mean,
makes him look like a child.
he really does. He's just like, you got nothing for me. Look at him just playing, teeing off on him. Look at that. He's just like, ooh, look at that. He ate that knee right beforehand. Look at that.
Well, that's what made me so bad that he
He's
stopped doing this because like he should do. There should be like a whole new discipline of beat that ass jitsu, itsu or something, where you're just like, we're just like hit him, throw him, hit him, throw him, hit him, throw him. It's like, but you got to be explosive, I guess. But and here we go, the moment of truth,
there's judo. Well, this is JUCO, judo
right?
KO.
And this is
Get him down and then just box him on the ground. Let it go.
Here's the deal. Like nowadays, like people are more familiar with like this Kimura trap and whatnot, and they might like sag when they're getting lifted, but you might not get the throw. But Fedor's like, no, I'm gonna get this move. I'm gonna get this move. I don't care if I get lifted. And
Boom.
boom.
Who's that?
Randleman.
Randleman. Yeah, and he wore the wrestling. Randleman was unique because he was a guy. He was like
Oh.
collegiate wrestler, but also kickboxer. And so he was out there like going, no, I'm going to sprawl, I'm going to strike, I'm going to take guys down, I'm going to ground and pound. Oof.
Well, and that's the thing, and that's how Randleman knocked out Krokop, because Krokop was so worried that he was going to get blast doubled that he didn't even have his hands anywhere close to his face. But yeah, that was the move. And then the beautiful thing about this is like
There we go. Let it go. Let it look. Oh, doubles.
I thought he kept the arm, but he actually lost the arm and then took it again.
Because he's like, I'm getting your fucking arm. Fuck you.
Yeah, he just took it and he takes it back. And he reverses him. And then he does it again.
Okay. My turn now. My turn now.
The same move that he was trying.
Let me strike you. Yep, let me strike you to get you to block those strikes. Thanks for the position on the arm. Ooh, snake it in.
And like
double wrist lock. Extend, turn, pop.
And Randleman is so jacked. Like the fact that you could do that on some, like it's hard to keep.
Look at how he's not even breathing hard, dude. He's just on top of him, and calm as a Japanese cow.
But that's not even like the way they show you in jiu-jitsu, like to do it like all controlled and confined without movement. He just rips it off. It doesn't even matter. Oh, and Vegeta.
No time for control in Russia.
Right?
Only armbar. No setup.
This was the one. I guess aside for the Randleman, we saw him come back from adversity.
Here we go.
Because when somebody's good, you start to think like, oh well, they just throw hard hands or whatever, but you don't see them come out of some bad situations. And this is like one of the first bad situations you kind of saw him in.
We got to see him go against other people that we say, well, we don't know if they're good at this until they face so and so.
But look at this. I mean, Fujita's a good wrestler, and he just like bum rushes him down.
Yeah, I mean,
just running him down. Like he does like a slide by kind of technique.
I mean, I think part of it too, especially in these like
Kicks
you know
him.
this first like you know in the Pride era, like
There.
good wrestlers were guys who had wrestled competitively, which is itself a very wide, like if we just put the microscope on wrestlers itself, I feel like there's a greater disparity than we give credit to, and
Yeah.
I think some guys we expect more out of because of that wrestling pedigree, because of how effective it is when someone has no preparation for that. But now that like everyone knows what to look out for, like
yeah, you're right.
Those numbers are down nowadays. Like I don't even know what guys' backgrounds are before they're in the UFC. I'm just like they're an MMA fighter at that point now. You can't, like.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There is a much different standard of knowledge. You're not like, oh, I'm a kung fu fighter, or I'm really good at putting up drywall.
You do CrossFit too?
His name is Stan, and he works construction. And some people say he works in the summer and the winter.
Well, it used to be like if you didn't have that wrestling background, don't even bother. And then guys got good enough about just training wrestling for MMA. And then guys got their jiu-jitsu good enough that they didn't give a crap. And then guys had their hands, then it's like its own thing now. And, if you don't have good coaches, what are you doing with your life?
Right.
There's so many, there's so many guys out there that know what they're doing. But it's pretty easy to tell. They compete.
Right.
Let's see this. Let's see Vegeta.
But that's that's a little hard to see. Do I need to take some of that red out?
Yeah. More blue.
I mean, it looks like just like a ball of fire that I totally didn't use somebody else's content to make this at all. I replicated it all myself because it's a tribute. Which one is it? This one. Look at my filters. Maybe change down the saturation. Maybe change the contour.
Right there. It looks old timey. Yeah, let's let that go.
Okay.
Not the pink. Make it like blue. Blue people. Too blue. Too blue.
Too blue? Not possible. I love me some blue. Kind of yellow.
Not yellow.
Greeny?
I mean, yeah, Hulkish. Hulk-like.
Oh, yeah. Purple and green. Perfect, right?
For Abomination.
Right. Okay. So let's look at this. So this is right happened. So Fedor's just going to town over here. And then Fujita just throws some hot trash at his face. And just land. What's that happen? When you come hard.
Let it go. Let it play.
When you come hard.
Let's see how it looks.
That's the thing. Everybody stops going hard sooner or later, right? When you come hard, you're going to get hit. But that's why Fedor was different. He's doing the chicken dance, but he's like, oh shit, gonna grab this fool. And even though Vegeta's got a good base, Vegeta gets a double.
Yeah, he has he'll double down on an attack. He'll go for an attack very aggressively, and it's like if he sees or feels like he can get it, he'll come back at it until he gets that position he wants, and then finish you. It's like he already knows he already knows the moves he needs to finish you. It's just a matter of him trying enough times to set it up.
So I don't know. I think they might have
stood overhand grab. Let's see. Oh, threw a kick in there. Starts throwing hands there. Yeah. Oh, well, there we go. Then now he's on top. Go for it.
I mean, look at this look on his face though. He's like almost like.
Love that. He started going for the neck. Look at that. He didn't even have both his hook. He didn't have any hooks in, and he got that neck in and said, "I'll get my hooks in after." Always get the grips first. That's what you were talking about, like he did with that armbar. He just goes for the grip,
right,
and then worries about the rest of
right. Because everybody
it
else would say
because he just
secure the
knows.
hips,
He just
secure the hips because they might turn
yeah.
into you, you know.
If
But
they do jujitsu, but
well,
he don't care.
I think it depends on
He
like
punches you.
what state their opponent is. Because after you just get like flustered a little bit, you're not a black belt anymore. You know, you're like
Mm.
you're, yeah, you're like a brown in your
Plus, you're
pants belt.
yeah. Every time you take another strike to the head, a stripe comes off a belt.
Well, and a Fedor
They're like,
strike is like,
boom, three stripe brown belt. Boom, two stripe. Oh, this is a big one. Boom, back to blue belt.
yeah,
And
it
he
is.
wasn't a. And this is a white belt going in there. Too. Oh no, Fujita.
No, his neck is like a truck. But look at that one shot that Vegeta did. Like that wasn't nothing to laugh at. Like he messed him up with that one shot. He's bleeding.
Didn't care.
Just like, yeah, I'm done. Let's go eat some
Whatever.
borscht. Let's go eat some
Whatever.
borscht.
What it happens. I'm still gonna win. I'm still gonna attack you.
This is back in rings when.
Oh, he was just marking mid card
But
guys. That
there were actually some sandbagging motherfuckers in rings like Randy
yeah, they
Couture,
were saying there was some.
Ron,
I think Rings straight up got in trouble for some fucking fuckery. Honestly, was it Rings or am I making that up? One of those
maybe.
one of those second tier. It wasn't Pride, like kind of Pride later on, but like I think guys came out and talked about it might have been Rings.
Oh
It
really?
wasn't like
Oh,
it
so
wasn't like
you
every
mean some worked matches?
yeah. And I wasn't like the top guys, but there were some guys who were asked to like, you know,
See
not
this?
take like I think there were some guys who were asked to work some stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
This is what I love, right? So he
because
hits you,
these
then
early
grabs
promotions
you.
were like started by pro wrestlers though.
Yeah, right. So there
Yeah.
was that dynamic. But like he hits you and grabs you, but this time he hits you so bad that you want to grab him, and he's like, "Yes, please."
Well,
And the instant you
that's the
grab him,
desperation. That's the level of competition right there too, man. That's a I'm drowning and reaching move. Those other guys would, I don't know, make
look,
them
look,
work for it.
look how like, yeah. I mean, the Amber is like it's not like. I mean, I guess some
Hey
people
man,
might do it
hey
like that
man,
in jits, but it's just like
look
it's
man,
just
the
all
best.
power, ripping it off.
Hey man, the best
Oh,
armbar is the one that works in competition.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
you throw that proper technical armbar in class and free roll all day long.
all right.
You do it with the
This is New Year's Eve
but
2005. I went to this fight. I was at this fight, and
that's crazy.
this dude was huge. I had the worst seats in the house, and I could see how big this I forgot his
Man,
name.
I wish I'd been into it then. I think I was like I was in Japan like October '04
Well, let's not
to spring
divulge
'05.
let's not divulge any private information.
Well, I mean, you were clearly in Japan then.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I think
So
they
it's
call
like,
him
man, that would
Zunu
have been
or
great.
Zulu or something. He had some kind of weird history with the Gracies, some kind of Brazilian freak show deal. But I don't know why they matched him up with Fedor. But Fedor was like, okay. And
Because he's a star, man. They were like, they don't care. They're like, we're selling. They were out. Man, Pride was out to sell some tickets, and they knew how. Guys could lose, and it didn't matter though to the crowd. They came out and put on a show,
oh,
and they come out and get some good spectacular wins.
that's
Get some
crazy. Like
crazy guys.
oh,
Look at that.
yeah. But now that you said it, it makes sense why he has injuries, though. I mean, just the way he moves.
Like, look at that. Look at how he was fighting when he was younger.
Oh God.
Like he had that heavyweight weight, but like you can tell he still worked out. Like you can tell, just look at his build, the way he moves. Like
But
you
that's
see him later, and he just can't like move like that.
But that's exactly like how you would tell some like affliction shirt douche like not to box. Like don't do this. Don't do this. Don't hit and then it works.
But if
Like
it works, I'm not gonna tell you no.
right. You might
Like
not want to do that with your training partners, but oh this is like
yeah.
Oyama. I think he has silver medals in judo, but he was just yeah, I don't know what it was like way too easy armbar.
I
Um
mean, So until you get punched in the face, man. I think that's the case with some of these guys with some of these backgrounds from the Japanese grappling backgrounds. I don't think they knew they were used to those hands.
Oh,
Like
now we're in.
this.
I think this is Strike Force. Brett Rogers.
No. This was like or Strike Force or Affliction. There was that whole
This was
like
Strike.
weird
Oh,
era of. There was like but there was like these one-off, two-off promotions, and like they would partner with Strike Force sometimes. Yeah, this was Strike Force on CBS. Yeah.
so even
Uh,
though this is past Pride, like he still got it. Like actually, this guy is not bad. Like I think Brett Rogers
yeah.
was a pretty solid heavyweight.
Let it go.
Um,
I think it was. Well, let's see if we can track. When he.
right, and the things that moves he gets, they're not even takedowns. They're just like what? They're just swinging you around. Underhook, big hook to underhook, and
He
just
just
struck
throws
him
his
by.
body.
Oh, I
I
love
don't think
this
it's
fucking.
just that he throws his body so violently. I think it's that he throws his body violently in a very strategic way. So it's like he's not just doing this crappy technique. It's like he still has all this violent, chaotic force coming at
Right.
you, and he just has to throw like an underhook here or there, like he's swimming, and just sort of like all that energy just
Right.
moves you a lot more than it looks like, and then he quickly readjusts because he knows you're going down. He looks for that arm. I'll worry about my leg
Right.
later.
Gets the underhook right here, and it looks
Oh,
like he's
boom.
already going
Now
for
look at you.
a knee pick here.
See, he's playing chess in there. He sees his path and he just goes boom, boom, boom. Let me try these 3 steps. So here we go. Close that. All right, let's see how it goes. I haven't seen any of these fights in a decade, right? Like
Yeah,
at
he
least.
did go for a knee pick. Yeah, and then no rest.
Oh, then he goes right in.
Right into like an overhand. Like it's just super
There it
risky.
is again, right? Yeah, it just doesn't. No, look at that.
No
He throws
respect.
that.
Oh, I love that throw by. See, he uses his feet well. He's not
He's
just throwing his.
always.
It's feet and
He'll
arms move together.
throw and strike and hook and strike. He's always either grappling or striking, but never not doing working the tornado, right? Working the what do you call it?
Yeah. And
Ooh,
Nogueira.
ooh,
I think he
ooh.
had a couple fights with
Back to
Nogueira.
Pride. They did. They had like 3 fights because I guess the first one was like a draw or split loss draw, and Nogueira thought he won, and then he pretty definitively lost the next. I think Nogueira had some excuses for those, but whatever.
But this is crazy. Like
Like,
Nogueira's like was mad triangling fools at this time, and Fedor was like usually like you'd kind of watch the feeds or you'd like kind of hip down, but he just never stops wailing. Which but
no,
he actually paid for it in this fight though with Verdum because it was early in the fight I think. But oh shit, this one. But yeah, but I
we
mean
got a little bit
Nogueira
more.
got his shots in, but I think after this fight and the Crow Cop fight, Nogueira started getting
I think
obviously slower because he definitely took a lot of damage in those. But I mean, he always had an iron
yeah,
chin. Um.
but then that third
Oh, the
slump. Ooh, here we go.
Arlovsky,
Look at
yeah.
right there. Look at that, perfectly timed. Yeah, he's still. Ooh, there it is. And look, he didn't know it was gonna. He was look. He threw that, and he already had that right hand ready to come up for a follow up.
As
But
he
he fell
bounced
the
up.
other way, so he didn't need it. Watch. He
Yeah, I
hits him with
think.
the left. He hits him. He hits him with the left, but he already has that right ready to come up. Except Arlovsky goes the other way because he gets knocked out. Watch. See, he was
I
like
mean,
right here. He was like, wait, where'd he go? Wait, you're not supposed to fall down.
But it looks so.
This
Yeah,
one hit you.
when I saw it, it was so crazy.
You fall off.
It looks like Arlovsky's
Fall
like.
off.
It looks like Arlovsky's doing that. You know that guy from Mad TV? Like, look what I can do. Oh, he jumped. Look what I
Right,
can
and
do.
what was
Look what I
he
can do.
doing?
Look what I can do. Oh,
He was,
and then he just like
yeah.
dies. Look at that.
He's
That's
like fighting with his chin way up, and just man, he's so nervous to be in there. That's what it feels like. Oh, am I hurting him? I'm really hurting Fedor. Like you're fighting for $1 million, dude. You better give us a little bit more than a minute and 15 seconds of a fight.
Well, I mean, Arlovsky was
Oof.
real competition, though. You know. Tim Sylvia.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm saying like Arlovsky's performance that night. Probably was. I don't think his sports, mental health was on point that night with the way he performed. because
Oh,
he's done better before and after. But yeah, let's see.
this is Tim Sylvia. I don't know if it's when he was a UFC champion. I think it's after. I think after he lost to Randy
No.
Couture.
So he no. He left. He left for this fight. Like this was like a big payday for him.
Uh-huh.
He left the UFC. Like I think he like left on a win and then went to go fight him for like 750 grand or something like that, or $1 million. It was like a big payday anyway. So he signed a big contract. The function had like a 3. Like they didn't plan on only doing 2 shows, right?
Yeah.
Like they thought they were gonna stick around for a while. So let's watch it though.
Oh
This
yeah,
is a good
Affliction.
one.
Until yeah.
Like I tell you,
Tim
man,
Sylvia
the time between
a lot of people didn't like him, but he was
those fights between Pride and Strikeforce where he was fighting for these other crazy people with money, man, these were some great Fedor fights. He was just knocking out anyone who'd fought in the UFC before that wasn't in the UFC, and they were just giving them all big paydays to come over and fight. And
look, that's just
look at that weak ass choke.
It's just such a
armbar choking him.
It's just such a short choke, but it doesn't even matter because his brain is hamburger.
He doesn't. Right? He does not. Look at him. Oh, I'm bad. Like you know what you were doing. It's your sport, bro. Like didn't like your arm get broken by
Frank Mir?
What's his Frank Mir? Yeah, like all right, here it is, baby.
Yeah, and he didn't tap then, but
let's see it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no, Tim was no slouch, man.
Meaning, like maybe start training some more jujitsu. Is what I'm saying, you know.
I think his style people might have complained about because he's like tall and lanky and stayed up way very far, so he didn't look like Tim Sylvia's probably how we
effective. I'm not judging him for any of that.
Tim Sylvia's probably how we access. Yeah, Tim Sylvia's how we really look when we fight. You know, we look goofy. And Fedor's how we imagine we look.
And then watching them fight together is what.
Yeah.
Is what you look like when you think.
So this was really anticipated. This one, Crow Cop was just murdering everybody, and
look at him. Look at him. He don't give a shit. He's like, all right. Yeah, I got my belt coming out with the belt. Oh, look at him smile. They're buddies. They're like, both former Soviet Union compatriots. He's former Yugoslav Republic. I former Soviet Union. We be friends. No matter what. No matter what. Stalin wins. Ooh. He's like, well, I'm not taking you down.
But it's so great.
I'm hunting you.
At this time, Crow Cop, well, he probably was a better striker, but just you could, Fedor would never let you plant your feet. You could never plant your feet on him.
No, he just stalks you down. Look at that. And you mentioned how he never lets up. He never stops moving. He doesn't. He just keeps coming at you. He doesn't let you come to him. He doesn't circle around you. He just marches down on you. And see, that's what worked is Crow Cop started backing him straight up with a straight front attack. But then it didn't matter because he just let him close the distance and put him. There you go.
Oh, we're at the 1 minute limit. Can you come right back in?
I don't know what you mean.
The Zoom.
Like we can only record so many minutes?
No, we can record. We can come right back in. Leave and come right back in.
Okay.